Y'all go out there and compete, and everybody gets paid.
The Fever are still drawing viewers, but that's people sitting at home. I've done multiple videos now on the drop in prices.
Well, I mean, that was the lip reading. Audio Soundbite 16. She called her a trash expletive white girl.
Now that Caitlin Clark is hurt for 2 weeks, did you see ticket prices? Insane. Let me read you the ticket prices. After Caitlin Clark's been hurt,
we watched ticket prices absolutely plummet once she got injured. By the way, there were a lot of empty seats last night at the game, at the Fever game.
The Indiana Fever is set to face off against Angel Reese in the Chicago Sky this upcoming Saturday in Chicago. And there's one player that don't give a damn about the game, and that is Angel Reese, bruh.
Tickets to the Fever Sky this Saturday are down to $8.
You're tuning into Black and White Sports, and we've got something shocking to talk about today. Ticket prices for the highly anticipated Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky game have dropped to just $8. Yes, you heard that right. $8. And this isn't some preseason exhibition match. It's a nationally televised game featuring one of the WNBA's most hyped players, Angel Reese, going up against the Indiana Fever. But there's a twist.
Ticket prices for this game? Ooh-wee. I thought they were coming for her too, right? Question mark? Yeah, that's what Angel Reese told us.
Ticket prices for the Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky game dropped to just $8. Yes, you heard that right, $8 for a WNBA showdown featuring rising stars and fierce rivalries. But with Caitlin Clark sidelined, where are all the Angel Reese fans now?
now that Caitlin Clark is hurt for 2 weeks, did you see ticket prices? Insane. Let me read you the ticket prices. After Caitlin Clark's been hurt for 2 weeks. All right, so let's go through this. Caitlin Clark absence is having an immediate impact beyond the court. According to data shared by Yahoo Sports via TickPick, prices for 2 specific Indiana Fever away games against the Chicago Sky and the Washington Mystics dropped sharply after Clark was sidelined.
Yo, what just happened? Ticket prices for the Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky game just dropped to $8, and it's got everyone asking the same thing. Where are Angel Reese's fans? This game was supposed to be the showdown of the season, but now it's looking like empty seats might steal the spotlight. Let's talk about it.
The Indiana Fever is set to face off against Angel Reese in the Chicago Sky this upcoming Saturday in Chicago. And there's one player that don't give a damn about the game, and that is Angel Reese, bruh. She's back trending online, not for basketball, though, which is so crazy to me because her team ain't looking too hot this year, bro. I mean, they looking pretty bad, bro. They're currently in 10th place in the WNBA, and she's twerking on the internet, dog.
Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky game dropped to a jaw, dropping $8. What happened to all the hype, all the energy, all the sold-out crowds?
We watched ticket prices absolutely plummet once she got injured. By the way, there were a lot of empty seats last night at the game, at the Fever game. And I'm sure there are various reasons for that. But this is interesting because this is the betting side. And what has the Caitlin Clark injury done to betting?
Just weeks ago, fans were shelling out hundreds. So what changed? And more importantly, where are all the Angel Reese fans now?
The Indiana Fever are showing and giving credibility to the America's Team moniker. This is the kind of thing right here in front of us. This is the kind of thing the Dallas Cowboys do. And now the Chiefs is they pull in the casual viewer, whereas the other NFL teams cannot.
This Saturday, the Chicago Sky take on the Indiana Fever in what should have been a big-time matchup, but it's missing one major star, Caitlin Clark. She's out with a left quad strain and won't be playing. Angel Reese, on the other hand, is expected to be on the court. But despite her presence, ticket prices have dropped dramatically. Some are going for as low as $8. That's right in Chicago, her own team city. The demand to see her? Practically non-existent. For a nationally televised game, This lack of interest says a lot.
Tickets to the Fever Sky this Saturday are down to $8 with Caitlin Clark out. Wow. Seats for the rematch in Chicago later this year are being listed for $165. Right here. Tickets as low as $8. Tickets as low as $165. There's 20 days that separates that.
While Angel Reese is being hyped as the future Michael Jordan of the WNBA, Caitlin Clark's presence and absence is what's moving numbers. Some WNBA players are struggling with the sudden spotlight. There's resentment, debates about fairness, and questions about who truly deserves the attention. But one thing is clear, Caitlin Clark brings the crowds, and without her, things change fast.
Jamil Hill, type in Jamil Hill, yeah. She says, by the time she retires, Jamil Hill has made a bold prediction that Angel Reese will become the MJ of the WNBA by the time she retires. That's what she said.
Caitlin Clark. Now, I've taken hits because I was calling it from day one. You got people that are resentful towards her. But it's really not about her, guys. It's about what she represents. Before she ever came along, there were a lot of outstanding basketball players who happened to be black females that was doing their thing on the WNBA level. And they never got this kind of shine. This girl, the Golden Goose, comes along and she wreaks havoc. She's the Rookie of the Year. She's 4th in the league in MVP voting.
It's wild tickets for a game featuring two of the WNBA's most talked about rookies just dropped to $8. That's not just low, it's embarrassing. With names like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese on the court, these games should be packed. Instead, fans seem to be backing out. So the big question is, why aren't people showing up?
They got to face the Fever, bro. And it's looking real spooky, man. It's looking real spooky for them. Their team is playing really bad. And she's online twerking, bro. She's twerking. I just cannot believe this. Let's take a look at some of these stats of this team, bro.
The impact goes way beyond just ticket sales. Sportsbooks are taking a massive hit too. With Caitlin Clark out, betting on Indiana Fever games has dropped by up to 50% at places like Caesars and BetMGM. DraftKings saw a huge shift too, with over 90% of moneyline bets vanishing almost overnight. No Clark, no action fans and bettors just aren't showing up.
Betting interest on Indiana Fever games dropped by as much as 50% last week at sportsbooks with star guard Caitlin Clark out. The amount wagered on the Fever's 2 games last week at Caesars Sportsbook was roughly half as much as the team's first 4 games of the season before Clark suffered a quad strain. Quote, I figured it would have an impact for sure, but it goes to show just how big of a draw Clark is to both the league and the world of WNBA betting. David Lieberman, who oversees basketball odds at Caesars Sportsbook, told ESPN.
Caitlin Clark's absence has clearly shaken things up. Fans were paying hundreds just to catch a glimpse of her on the court, or even the bench. But now, without her in the lineup, excitement has dipped, and ticket prices are crashing. Her star power isn't just real, it's driving the entire market.
You're talking about tickets that in some cases people have paid $400, $500, $600 for, much above the actual face ticket value specifically because Caitlin Clark.
Angel Reese has a big following online, but the numbers don't lie when it comes to real basketball interest. Her recent performance, 10 points, 11 rebounds on just 29% shooting, and the team still lost. Her fans might celebrate that as a double-double, but let's be honest, that's a weak showing. There's no buzz, no viral highlights, and definitely no real crowd showing up to watch her play. It's clear, Most of her support is about image, not the actual game.
That Angel Reese just scored 10 points and had 11 rebounds on 29% shooting from the field while the team loses. I don't think they're celebrating, at least, well, maybe they are. I mean, some of her fans online will celebrate that, and that's a putrid performance. I don't give a rip if it is technically a double-double.
Brittany Griner voiced frustration, saying WNBA games used to be quiet, even peaceful, but now they're loud, chaotic, and overwhelming. She called the energy disruptive. Some say it's just passionate fans. Others see it as unfair pressure or even light racism. But whether it's cheers or criticism, the spotlight is here, and not everyone is ready for it.
Brittany Griner comes out and says, I am so sick and tired of the WNBA. It used to be a peaceful, small little thing. Now there's crowds screaming, hollering. This is disruptive. It's not allowing us to play the game. This is her quote. I don't know if you saw this or not when she gave that. Okay. Can you pull up that quote? Because I got to read to, I'm going to apply for a job at First Take. I'm telling you right now, part-time, I'm coming on board helping the guys out. Can you type in Brittany Griner?
I'd bring you on.
I'd have fun with you. Brittany Griner, what she says, she says right there, watch this. Every time we play her, there's this commotion, like this loud rumbling from the stands. Turns out it's people, thousands of them, just sitting there watching on purpose. It's very disruptive.
Angel Reese is making headlines, but not for what she's doing on the court. From twerking clips going viral to podcast appearances during the season, fans are starting to question her focus. She's averaging just 10 points a game and still hasn't hit 20 in a single outing. Meanwhile, her team sits at 10th place. It's no surprise fans might be tuning out.
Now, she's still averaging a double-double for the most part when it comes to this season, but I'm telling you right now, Angel Reese star power, the little star power that she got, is currently diminishing. Hence why she got to have a podcast. Hence why she got to twerk on the internet. And I'm telling you right now, this is spooky. So Angel Reese got her podcast, which we all know, Unapologetically Angel, which she's still filming during the basketball season.
The empty seats and slash prices say it all without Caitlin Clark. The buzz is fading fast. Even with CBS launching a new WNBA pregame show featuring Dawn Staley and Renee Montgomery, fans aren't tuning in. And with tickets now just $8, the big question lingers. Where are Angel Reese's fans when it's time to actually show up?
CBS is launching WNBA Tip-Off, a pregame show featuring Renee Montgomery. Really? After she run her mouth about Indiana Fever fans? And Dawn Staley as analyst, along with Sarah Kustock as host. And there we got Dawn Staley, we got Renee Montgomery. Two of these games are Fever games. June 7th, no Caitlin Clark for that one. August 9th, we all hope, my God, that Caitlin Clark's playing in that game.
Sue Bird isn't holding back. On her podcast, she called out fans asking for refunds after Caitlin Clark's injury, saying it wouldn't happen in men's sports. But here's the truth. Many fans aren't there for the WNBA. They're there for Clark. And now with low turnout and empty seats, it's clear. Without her, the buzz fades fast.
Out for, it says 2 weeks. She's missing however many games in those next couple weeks. Some of those games, the one against the Mystics was moved to Baltimore, a larger arena. The one against the Sky moved to the United Center, a larger arena.
First of all, WNBA was awesome before Caitlin got here, and it's been awesome for a really long time. They're probably going to go, and yes, they might be a little disappointed that they don't see Caitlin play, but they're probably going to go and like get an amazing game and then be like, oh wow, this is awesome. I love the WNBA.
The only thing that really stood out, to be honest, was there was one quote in one of the front office sports articles. It's unclear whether the teams will provide any compensation for fans who bought tickets to their games.
$8 for a WNBA game in Chicago with Angel Reese on the court, and still, fans aren't showing up. Meanwhile, just 20 days later, the same matchup with Caitlin Clark expected to return has tickets going for $165. So with tickets dropping to just $8 and Caitlin Clark out, where are the Angel Reese fans? The hype, the noise, the tension, it's all real. So with ticket prices dropping and fans losing interest, it's time to ask, is the hype fading? Or is this just the beginning of something bigger? Caitlin Clark's absence is shaking the league from empty arenas to silent sports books. If Angel Reese is the next big star, now's the time for her fans to prove it. $8 tickets, no excuses.
Tickets to the Fever Sky this Saturday are down to $8.
Now that Caitlin Clark is hurt for 2 weeks, did you see ticket prices? Insane. Let me read you the ticket prices. After Caitlin Clark's been hurt.
I hate that the left and that race hustlers do this because they think that there's a scarcity of opportunity. I really want Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark to be friends. Like, I would love it.
These stats don't look good. 13 points. Angel Reese has yet to have a 20-point game this season.
The Fever are still drawing viewers, but that's people sitting at home. I've done multiple videos now on the drop in prices.
The tickets are cheap, the seats are empty, and the questions keep piling up. Is this about the WNBA or just one player? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you still go if your favorite star wasn't playing? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay locked in for more.